What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Olele Salvador network. You can simply call it OSN. My name, of course, is Emmanuel Kwame Sapon, but you can call me Olele Salvador. Just call me Olele and I'll holla back at you. Today we have a very interesting situation we are looking at, and this is powered by DTS intelligence. DTS intelligence, and we are still talking about the canker that is affecting our water bodies across the length and breadth of this country. Key water bodies for that matter. We've seen the likes of River Cobra and that of River Pra being affected heavily by the menace of Galamsey activity or activities. And for those of you who have been looking at the situation from a bird's eye view, i.e., looking at it via Google Maps or Google Earth, this is where it gets very interesting. But before I get into that, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share the link, let people know what we are doing here, let people know about the work we are doing here. We try our best as much as possible to bring you the real news. We are an independent digital media house, and we are not influenced by anybody's political gain or political manipulation. It's an independent media house, and we shall continue to be an independent digital media network. So please do well to subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the conversation. Now, if you look at what's happening here, now this picture is what represents the pictorial evidence of the destruction of our water bodies at the River Pra. This particular picture shows how the estuary has been deeply affected. Now, the estuary is where the river meets the sea, and this is in the Shama districts. And if you look from your Google Maps, you notice that this is in the Anlo Beach, Shama area, where this estuary was originally supposed to be blue. But this photo is a drone photo, okay, that shows the evidence of the destruction in our water bodies, especially the River Pra. At the time, when you go to Google Maps, right, you see that that evidence or that reflection of the photo I just shared with you is seen in Google Maps. Okay, in the Shama district. At the time this screenshot was taken, it was very evident that the river has indeed become brown to the point where it meets the sea. There, a bigger portion of its meeting point has also turned brown. But this is where it gets very, very interesting. Now, roll with me. So let's go to Google Earth. Then you understand what I want you to pay attention to. Now, I am not what you may call it a video mapping tech engineer. So apologies if these takes or some of these takes may seem ignorant. I'm only asking the questions as a journalist who has identified a very interesting situation. And shout outs to one of our eagles who brought this who brought this intelligence for us to look at and to also start a conversation on the various social media platforms. This is the Google Earth. Okay, this is Google Earth. For those of you who don't know, Google Earth is one of those technologies that allows you to check out various places, various countries, cities across the world. Per the information on Google Earth, these things have been gathered from 2022 till now. Okay, so ideally, the satellite images of what we see on Google Earth or Google Maps are supposed to be the true versions or the true representation of the various landscapes across the world. So we are going to look at River Pra. Okay, River Pra. Now stay with me. So now this is River Pra, okay, on Google Earth. So now we are going to zoom in now. Can close this here. Okay, so basically all of this is River Pra. All of this is River Pra. But please pay attention to what's happening here. All of this is River Pra. Okay, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. This is how bad the situation is. It keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going, keeps going, it keeps going. Now look at something here. Something is happening here. Look at this. Look at the shade here. There's a shade that's been slapped here. No problem. It keeps. It could be a glitch. We keep going. You keep going. You keep going, and as you keep going, you notice that. Okay, there we are. Good. Now watch this. Yeah, from this place here all the way to this place, looks like something has been put on it. Something has been slapped on it. Okay, which presupposes that this thing here does not look like the original representation or the true current representation of the estuary. This is where River Pra meets the ocean. Yeah, this is where River Pra meets the ocean. And if you look at it, you notice that it is interestingly blue or green, depending on um, where you see it, right? And this part, which is supposed to be the original representation of the River Pra, is brown. Now, if you look closer to where the brown area is, you notice that Google's trademark is on there. You see 2024 Google is on there. Can you guys see? This part is in 2024. Okay. But if you look here, you don't see any of that trademark on there. What's happening? You don't see the 2024 Google trademark on there. But if you look here, this is the true state of the estuary where River Pra meets the ocean. I'm not too sure if Google is allowed to do that. I'm not too sure if this is a glitch. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the 3D version of the River Pra. Do you guys see? Do you notice the line here? I mean, the graphic designers will tell you that whoever did this Photoshop did not do it well. This is looking like an image that has been slapped. As you can see, look at that. Do you see? All of this place, there's a shade on there. There's a shade on there. And you can see one line here. Okay, no. Do you see the lines? You see? So from here, you see Google 2024. Look, when you go here, you notice that, okay, the trademark or the watermark, I'm sorry, the watermark is seen in the water somewhere here. But as you go into the place or into the areas where the Google Maps shows you the estuary, you notice that there isn't any form of watermark that shows the year this particular satellite image was taken. So it looks like a shade that has been put on there. You look at this from here to here. I'm not too sure what's happening. I don't know why it has happened. So I decided to ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT is obviously or arguably one of the most intelligent AI tools we have in the world at the moment. Some say Claude, some say Copilot, whatever. But I feel like I think ChatGPT is a parent of all of these other AI tools. So I decided to ask if um is it possible for Google satellite images. Is it possible for Google satellite images to be censored or manipulated? And this is what ChatGPT said. Okay. So it says, yes, Google satellite images can be subject to censorship or manipulation, and various factors can lead to this. Government regulations where some countries impose restrictions on satellite imagery for national security reasons, which can result in certain areas being blurred or omitted. Privacy concerns, obviously having to do with images of private properties, may be blurred to protect individuals' privacy. Data updates, Google frequently updates its imagery, so older images might show different information compared to the more recent ones, giving the impression of manipulation and technical limitations. Sometimes imagery might be less clear due to atmospheric conditions or technical issues during capturing. While the images are generally reliable, these factors can affect how they are presented. So this is according to ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT says sometimes, it could be due to atmospheric pressure. So if you are in the Shama district, I'm not too sure what the weather is looking like there, but as far as OSN is concerned, powered by DTS intelligence, we can tell that there's some level of manipulation going on here. Is Google manipulating the true state of the estuary in the Shama district, just around the Anlo beach? Because as far as we are concerned, that is not the true state of the estuary. Those who live nearby have shared videos in recent times, and like I said earlier, this is not a true representation of the Shama district. This is not it. You know, and guys, I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm not too sure if it's a glitch or this is purely some form of manipulation. And whoever decided to manipulate this footage did not do well at all. And as you can see here, it is September 28th, 1 p.m. This is a live demonstration. So let nobody say the video is doctored or the video is no. You can take a look at it. You can even go on the map yourself and do your own deduction. I have showed you how to find out the difference in the photo. If you look on this side, you notice that Google has a watermark, a trademark watermark of the image, okay, as it were this year. And over here, there is nothing of that nature here. You don't see that here. You don't see that here, which is very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. So that's all we have for you guys today. The fight on Galamsey is still on. Guys, let's stop this MPP NDC thing. As far as I'm concerned, the NDC were not capable of taking us into the right direction. Someone walked up to us and said, guys, give me the vote of confidence, vote for me, and I will do things better. 8 years down the line, it's been pretty much nothing to write home about. Every sector, every possible sector you can think about hasn't been in the best of its shape since, power was given to another. Galamsey has always existed, even under the NDC. But the interesting statistics that I saw here as well is that according to the Ghana Mining Repository, Ghana has issued 1,696 mining licenses in the past 8 years. And this is a 2,800% increase compared to 57 licenses since 1995. From 1995 to 2024, 2,800 percentage increase. That's crazy. Nobody is saying Galamsey did not exist. But if you look at the level of destruction in our water bodies, where we need to fear that very soon we'll be importing water, because researchers and statistics show us or forecast that by 2030, we may import water. The Ghana Water Company has equally warned that we might import water in 2030. So it's gotten to a point where it's become a state of emergency. I personally do not believe in, pussyfooting and deflecting blames and accountability and responsibility. You've been given 8 years to rule the country. You had every opportunity to make things right. If mining licenses are jumping from 57 to 1,696 in 2024, you should ask yourself some questions. You should really ask yourself some questions. Even if the NDC comes back into power, I want you guys to understand this, that regardless of whoever comes into power, when the people vote for you to come into power, they are voting for you to come into power to serve their interest. And what is the interest? Sometimes these interests are not even above the minimum. It's the barest minimum. Good healthcare, good roads, taking students or replacing schools under trees into proper buildings, potable water, which is now looking like a serious crisis situation because of these Galamsey activities. And when young people step out to protest, you arrest them. Some of you are labeling them. Some of you are calling them hooligans. Some of you are calling them recalcitrant citizens. You're calling them all sort of names, including you that's watching me right now. Do you think that if we start importing water, you'll be able to buy water? With the economic crisis that we are equally facing, do you think that if we start importing water, you'll be able to buy water? The human rights of these protesters have been abused. They've not had access to receive any form of legal representation, or they did not have access to receive any form of legal representation at the time they were arrested. 48 hours they were kept without food, without water, no access to family members. Even hardened criminals have access to the lawyers. The worst of humanity, or the worst of people living in our space, living in our community, are granted bails by young men, young women who are the future of the nation, the same future that our leaders are proud of to talk about. Oh, the future of Ghana is the youth. The future of Ghana is, the Bible says that a wise man leaves inheritance for his children. Not in this case, not your family members. Have you seen the effects of Galamsey in the babies that are being born in these areas that are affected? Some come out with all form of deformity. Some come out with, you know, interesting, unique medical conditions that you may see in a movie, or you may think they are AI generated. This is the reason why your brothers and your sisters stepped out to protest, because it's getting out of hand. And as I bring this video to a close, together with the team here at OSN, we demand the release of the 50 protesters who have been kept under inhumane conditions in police custody. We demand their immediate release. In a country that is known to be the beacon of democracy in Africa, to have witnessed this as a journalist is very heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. I am not interested in the political talks. I'm not interested in, oh, and they went there to destroy this and they went there to destroy that. Of course, in every protest, now this is where it gets very interesting. In every protest, in every demonstration, there are people who take advantage of the situation to commit crime and commit all forms and all sorts of errors, right? And as part of the intelligence that comes with the police service, the Ghana Police Service is arguably one of the most intelligent security agencies or institutions in the country. Matter of fact, the police is arguably one of the most intelligent state institutions you can find in the world when it comes to security. It comes to enforcing the law. It comes to when it comes to protecting citizens, right? So they move with intelligence. Okay, they move with intelligence. So you can't tell me that the policemen decided to lump all 50 people, arrest them, and charge them with all and slap them with all 5 charges that the people who may have committed some unlawful acts should be responsible for. This is why we believe that it is more than just enforcing the law. It is more than just trying to let us know that you know what you're about. The Constitution allows for the right of every citizen to protest. The Constitution allows that I don't need the permission of the police to protest. I only need to inform them. And that was done. The organizers of the reoccupied Julobey House Say No to Galamsey, or Stop Galamsey Now, informed the police 3 months early. Why did it take just about 3 or 2 days for the police to write back to them and seek a court injunction? Why? Why? What is the end game? What are you what? And after everything that has been said and done, the back and forth, on the day you announce a special operation and you block major roads that lead to the venue that was originally proposed. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. The 37 roundabouts and just around the 37 hospital where these protesters were. Please tell me why every corner or every access point to 37 roundabout was blocked by the police as part of their 37, as part of their special operation. Why was the road that leads to the roundabout from Kaukudi opened? Because you made road diversions that lead to the roundabout. However, there was the road, the Achimota Road from Kaukudi that leads to the roundabout was opened. What kind of games are the police playing? Next thing we know, you are in court. You are saying that you bought papaya for the protesters when you now police ni na ujina hono. Sabi. Useka na edema on song. Every time we pass by your checkpoints in the evening, you guys won't be asking us for money. You guys won't be begging us. And we know, and you yourselves, you know. We know, and you yourselves, you know. To stand in court and lie to the judge. Everything that has been about the law enforcing itself has been a lie. It's been a flat out lie. Lies everywhere. Lies everywhere. In one of your press releases, you said you had received intel that the protesters were coming with dangerous ammunitions and they were coming armed. Yo, really? Really? What kind of premeditation is that? Because they want to protest about the Galamsey menace? They want to protest against ongoing Galamsey activities that are affecting the water bodies? Really? If you are intelligent, identify those who you say have broken the law. Because there are videos that definitely suggest that there were people who were not even a part of the protest. They were bystanders. So let your intelligence investigate, and you can investigate while these people are on bail. So why have you denied them bail? And to the courts. In all humility, I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed because the courts are supposed to be the mothers of justice. You guys have shut your womb. You are denying lawyers to even conference with their clients after the police took these protesters on a wild goose chase, denying them the opportunity to speak to the lawyers and even be able to put something together, an argument together to bring to the court. They were denied. And when they got to the court, they were not even allowed to conference with these accused. And yet you still deny them bail and put them in remand custody. Listen, no matter what you do to the universe and to the earth and even to humanity, don't think you will escape it, especially when it is flat out wickedness. And wickedness doesn't know politics, doesn't know NDC or MPP. There are water bodies that are getting destroyed. They are not stating to the Galamsey activities, saying that, oh, you know what? You over there, you mine over there, you are MPP, so I'm gonna reserve a portion of the water body for you so you can always have water. And you over there, you are NDC, so you know what? Because you are in opposition, I'm gonna mess your water up and you go and drink it. No, 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 no. So wake up. And this thing that, when you leave power, then you go and grant interviews and you're like, oh, you tried your best. And please, please, please. This gaslighting and fanfuling, please. Oh, we tried our best. You guys don't understand. And I feel bad about it. I know we could have done better. Please. Please. The Ghanaian is a very discerning Ghanaian. He's not stupid though. Anyways. So there you have it. If you guys have a Google map, just go check it out. See what's happening there. And then let me know what you think. And if you live in these areas too, you have conflicting images of what Google Maps is showing us, then that should send a message. That should tell you that the fight is big. And you might know so. It's so rough. The name is Kwame Sapon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share the video. Let people know what's happening. Let's get people informed the right way. All right. You can find me anywhere, everywhere at Olele Salvador. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's very important. I'll see you same time in the next upload. Peace. Bye-bye.